Alrighty, hello internet, Wolfman Doom Gaming here, and welcome back to Half-Life. So we've been blundering around the underground tram system here. Like I said in my previous video, I've always hated this part because it feels like one giant section. It's very drawn out. It's a pain in the butt. The any hoozles. Last time I was playing, I was talking about getting my new computer. So I got the new computer finally. Let me just say, I hate Windows. uh, Windows has been causing me so many headaches. I'm gonna die already. And yeah, it was bit of a really. Yeesh. Okay. So yeah, I got a couple days ago and I was doing my live stream. I'm out of grenades, aren't I? And I was doing my live stream about Super Mario World, which I'm going back to doing, by the way. I do want to finish that. Did I get the camera? I did not. But yeah, I got the computer. I got it all hooked up and got it running. And another one. And right out of the box, I ended up breaking it. For some reason, the USB thingamajiggies, the little the USB things you put your mouse and stuff into, they were like really super tight, and this is not working out. So what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just like ride this thing through here? Apparently. Okay. So yeah, I managed to break it. I broke 2 of the USB slots. Like I said, because they were really tight for some reason. I don't know why. I've never seen USB hubs this tight, and I ended up like breaking the one just trying to get hell shit. Trying to get my like mouse into it. And I actually like broke the little plastic piece out of it, and the other one, the other USB port, I don't know what I even did to that one, but that one's also broken. So yeah, I managed to break 2 of the ports where I had the dang box. Now, and then most people will be like, "Oh, just return it." See, the problem is returning it's more of a hassle than it's worth. I did start to do that last night because I got really tired of it. I'm just like, this thing isn't working right, but I'll explain that in a minute. But I was having other issues with the darn thing, and it was just like, I don't like it. Between Windows being stupid and just so yeah, I got it up and running. I was like, okay, whatever. I can manage it. I was kind of freaking out because I broke it. But I was like, it's manageable. I can fix it. Well, not like fix it, but I mean, if I was smart enough, I could fix it. I'm not that smart. But the fact is that yeah, it was broken, and yeah, I probably should have returned it. But it was like, this is the part where I need to turn the thing around. But I was like, you know, I can manage it. So I thought about it. I was like, okay, I can buy like a Bluetooth mouse, and you know, I can do what I can with it to get it working right. I ordered a Bluetooth mouse off of Amazon. That's coming on Monday. And I was like, okay, whatever. It's manageable. Yeah, it's annoying, and yeah, it's starting to happen, and yeah, I should return it. But like I said, it's just more of a hassle to try to return it. Ow, there's a health thing over there, cool. And it's just so I forgot it up and running. I was like, okay, well, the reason why I wanted the computer is I missed using my Oculus Rift, so let's get that up and going. I had got it up and going. It was fine. I tested it for a little bit. I'm like, okay, it works, good. There's no major issues. Ow. So I'm just like, okay, whatever, you know. Jeez, guys. And that time I was having problems getting Steam to work. I ended up having to go online and find this bit of code to do something to Steam. Like, I guess to open the port to it. I don't know, really know what I did. I had to like create a shortcut of Steam, and then I had to go into the properties and go to the address for Steam, and at the end of the hyphens and the end of the exe, I was to type in -TCP, and I did that, and it worked. There was no problem, so I'm like, okay, cool, that actually worked. After I did it, I'm like, what did I do? The only thing I really could find is just like, from what I gathered, I basically put some code in to, this is just me spitballing here. This is what I gathered, and it was good enough for me. But basically, I found this bit of code that basically allowed it to communicate with the server. From my understanding, from what I found, I did not extensive research, but enough to understand that what I did was actually a thing, but I couldn't find exactly what I did. But it's been working right. I've had no issues with it, so it's like, whatever. I'm not going to, I really gotta question it. I know I should. I know I shouldn't have, you know, did that and just, you know, took it at face value, but, ow. But, so anyways, I got Steam working, and, yeah, I'm like, okay, cool, I can now start to use this thing, and, I mean, that whole thing with the getting everything to work, getting Steam to work, was a whole, like, ordeal. It wasn't like, you know, one day, ow. Yeah, that was like a day or two of me trying to think of like what to do to fix this. So after a couple days, after I finally, you know, got everything sorted out, got everything figured out, you know, I was like, okay, cool, you know, I found this, got to work. And I don't think I touched it anymore. Like, I think, like, How did I miss him? And hi, where did you come from? And I don't remember exactly what happened. It was a bad couple days at work, so my mind's kind of a blank with everything. But so yesterday I started to try. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go on my VR. It's been a while. I actually want to like try and actually use it. So I went to start it up. I played it for a while. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, it works fine. And I went on Steam VR and got that all set up. And I'm like, oh, well, this is working right. I can play Half-Life Alyx. That was like the major reason I wanted to get everything going. I really wanted to play Half-Life Alyx. So, upon getting it working and getting it all going, I was playing for, I don't know, a good while, not long. Let's just say half an hour to 20 minutes I was playing. And all of a sudden, the headset decided to disconnect. Steam was like, oh, we can't find your headset. I'm like, okay, whatever, just Steam being stupid, it just crashed. Whatever, not a huge issue. So I quit for the night. I was playing it kind of late, and I just said, screw it. I went back on yesterday morning before I had to go to work. I was like, okay, let's try this again, Now, I was playing it for a little bit, and it did the same thing. It just, like, stopped working. And I'm like, okay, whatever, it wasn't a big deal. I still figured it was Steam being stupid, so I just quit, went to work, looked it up, like, this was an actual issue, which it is. There's a whole thing about the Steam crashing, going to black screens, who I was having. Upon doing research, more and more was pointing towards not really the Steam being the issue, but more of like what I was using. And I'm like, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure Steam actually, my Oculus is working right. Which today I went to test it, and I actually like went on to I went on to what was it? Like Google Maps VR kind of thing, and I was playing for a while. And I'm like, yeah, there's no problems. What's Steam? What's it complaining about? Oops. And so I was like, Google Maps stopped working, right? And I'm like, okay, yeah, what is the problem here? And I went onto the Oculus page, not the Oculus website, but the Oculus like setup page to look at like my devices, and it was saying that like my sensors were in 2.0, and I'm like, no, as far as I know, they were all in 3.0. So I was like, okay, whatever. It's just the Oculus, I just figured it was being stupid, so I uninstalled the sensors, re-put them back in. It was fine. I'm like, okay, whatever. It's just a hiccup, Oculus is a little tardy sometimes. I still miss this guy. And went on to Google Maps again, thinking, okay, the problem's solved. There we go. figured that the problem was fixed, and it did it again. The screen just went all like laggy, and I'm like, what is the problem? And I went back to the device page for Oculus, and again, it was so shit. It was saying that, again, that everything I was using was in a 2.0 slot and not a 3.0 slot. And I'm like, no, and it's not. It's in a 3.0 slot because you suck. That's basically all the computer has. The computer only runs in super speed 3.0 USB. So I'm like, the problem is, it's not that. So I was really confused. And I was really getting frustrated at that point. I'm like, this computer sucks. Windows is stupid, which Windows is stupid. And I was just like, it did not nuts to this. I'm gonna return this piece of crap. So I went on to the HP website, went to the thing to return it, and they were like, oh, well, because of your issue with the USB, you have to talk to the technical services first. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. So I went and talked to them, and they're like, well, you can return it and get it fixed. I'm like, if I'm going to take the time to return it and the energy, I'd rather get a refund. And they're like, oh, you want a refund? I'm like, yes, I want a refund. So, after all that, they gave me a number for the case to return it. And I'm like, it's a nice computer. I really don't want to return it, but if it's not going to work right and Windows is going to be stupid about every little dang thing I'm trying to do, then it's not worth to keep it. But I really didn't want to return it. I really didn't want to. It just, even to get the money back, it seemed like more of a headache, which it would have been. And one thing that kind of sparked something in my head was when I was talking to the lady in the chat about my broken USB. She said about, well, we can comp you like $20 and you can go ahead and buy a USB hub. And I'm like, no, I'd rather get my money back. Not really thinking about it. Because that was the first thing I tried was a USB hub. But I tried a 3.0 hub. So I went and looked around and I found an old 2.0 hub I wasn't using. I put it in, put my mouse and keyboard to it, and I was like, okay, this is the last time. If this doesn't work, then I'm gonna return it. And hey, am I actually done? Is this the end? My only friend, is this the end? And I did all that. I put the keyboard and mouse in the USB thing. That was the other thing. When I put the hub in at first, I put the 3.0 hub in it. The Windows was complaining there wasn't enough resources, which I've never seen before in my life. I wasn't even aware there was resources in general. Upon searching, yes, there's resources for everything. Everything only has X amount of uses. But this is all new to me. And someone else is like, oh yeah, you didn't know that? You're stupid. Like, yeah, I'm stupid. I mean, I didn't know that. So, it's like, okay. This is the end. Something's wrong. I can go that way with the tram, and I don't know why I would want to. So yeah, anyways, I started up. Oh. Enchanté. I started up Google Maps. I'm just like, this is yeah, shit, dude. This is it. This is the last. It's the last test. If this doesn't work, then it's not going to work. And lo and behold, it worked. There was. I had the right idea with that. It worked. There was no issues. Google Maps worked. Then I'm like, okay, did that actually work, or is this just a big ass fluke? So I went and started up Half-Life Alyx, and I was actually able to play it for a good while. And I'm just like, okay, apparently that actually worked. And like the only thing I can come up with that I can at least try to like rationalize it in my head is, I know I'm probably wrong, but I thought it was. I was using the USB 3.0 for the Oculus, and I had the mouse and keyboard in there. And even though the mouse and keyboard are older mouses, well, it's an older mouse and keyboard, and they're 2.0, it almost seemed like it was draining the same resource, even though that doesn't make sense, because I read the 3.0 and 2.0 are two different resources. But, or I just moved something in the right spot, and I had one thing in the wrong spot. But I'm gonna try later one more time to see if it's still working. I'm like a bit dumbfounded and a bit surprised that that actually worked. I was able to play it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. I want to thank you all for watching. We've been doing pretty good so far on YouTube. I've been happy. My videos are actually getting views. Like, I don't even care how many it is. Just having one view is like the best day ever, because that's another view that I've never gotten. So it's like it's cool. It really is a big deal to me. So I want to thank you all for watching and following me and all that. It really does mean a lot. And I know it probably won't happen, but I'm still in the back of my head. I'm like, I still want to become a YouTuber. I still wanted to be able to do this as a job, and I know that will never, ever, 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 ever happen in a million years for multiple reasons. But I can try. I can work towards it. So, well, that's it. I want to thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.